Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another Social Sports Pad podcast.
Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? Let's go!
I'm ready.
Whoa!
All right, as everybody knows by now, I'm your host. That was the
Get those playoff
This
towels
today, as
ready.
always, is Ben, and then we have Tyler as well. So we are getting ready to reach the in the NFL. We are now in week 10.
We are over the hump, boys.
We are-
Over the hump.
We are over the midseason mark. And with us, we have a wonderful announcement that starting on Tuesday, November the 14th, we are going to be live on Twitch doing a Social Sports Pad podcast episode. Fear not, though, we will still be able to be heard on Spotify, and you'll actually be able to watch us on YouTube as well. So we have big things on your horizon for you, the viewers of the Social Sports Pad podcast.
See, we're not just voices behind a microphone. You can actually see us now.
Maybe
Believe it or not,
you
yeah,
don't
it is
want
true.
you,
Now I'm offended by that.
you're
You
offended.
did see our ugly mugs.
Oh my goodness! So basically, we'll
Bitch, I'm adorable.
I know I'm adorable.
Like a
I ain't
big old
adorable. I'm ugly as fuck.
Wait.
dude. We all know I'm
Doors.
ugly as fuck.
But no. So basically, this episode is going to be talking about the predictions on week 10 of the NFL, as well as a little bit of insight as to what you should be able to expecting on Tuesday, when also have our mid-season awards along with our live episode. So that should be fun as we award our MVP, our coach of the year at the midway point.
Coach of the midseason.
Yep. The
Josh McDaniels.
the normal award, our holla at your boy of the midseason,
protest.
And
As
our
well.
toilet scrubbers.
as well as
Toilet bowl.
the award that I'm calling the James Robinson Award. Basically, this is a guy that you did not draft in your fantasy team, has fulfilled wonderfully for your fantasy team, and probably next year he will go away. So that is our James Robinson Award.
So the
Previous
Peyton
winners of the James Robinson Award include Peyton Hillis.
Is that the? I think that's isn't that the late Peyton Hillis? Didn't he pass away?
I don't know, but but his career surely did.
Anyway, what do we got
Uh,
first? Okay, let's get the show on the road. What do we got first, Ricky?
So basically, this is our bold prediction episode, brought to you by the wonderful people at Bulletproof Coffee. As we
They
go
are
through
very
the
good
matchups
coffee, actually.
on week 10, and
If you haven't picked up your
You're gonna give a
Bulletproof
review?
coffee up, I would. It's one of the best. And I'm a coffee connoisseur, and I actually say it's one of the best coffees I've ever had.
The link is in the Spotify description down below.
all right. So basically, before we go ahead and make our predictions, we also want to kind of I really don't know if we really should talk about this one because the results of Tank Bowl 1 are
Predictable as always.
Are
as the
shocking.
Chicago Bears won at home versus the Carolina Panthers.
And in doing so, most likely secured the first overall draft pick.
Well, I mean, Arizona's still right now technically the leader in terms of that.
Technically, but this is still the Panthers right
but it
now.
still locked the Panthers in
Yep.
for like a top 5 pick.
Like, not gonna.
Which, as we remember, they traded
According
to
to
the
Fields.
Chicago Bears for
42 more.
what?
For the first overall pick,
Yep.
first overall pick last year, to get the first overall pick this year, DJ Moore.
Okay, yep.
But either way,
According
this
Either way, for me, it was a win-win situation for the Bears. Like if they lost, it kind of brought their regular draft pick down, and their
Would have helped
traded
the
pick.
Commanders.
So what?
I don't think Montez Sweat was that much of a performer, was he on here?
He went all right.
I watched
but
a little bit of it. I mean, he had some pressures.
yeah, like it was definitely a better game overall than the Steelers Titans game last week.
Steelers?
Yeah, call me Tit Ginger.
I was like, calm your tits, Cobra.
All right, so we will now start off at wonderful 9:30 a.m. as basically the New England Patriots are
New England
the
Suckriats.
home team against the Indianapolis Colts in Frankfurt, Germany. So
Oh, that's I'm sorry, guys. That's an unfortunate one.
The Colts are favored by 2.5 over the Patriots. The Patriots this year have been kind of less than mid.
But a quick disclaimer for those of you who are listening to the Social Sports Bet podcast: we are not experts. We are fans of football and are kind of idiots. Please get
kind of idiots.
You're
the idiot here, sir.
Hold on.
But no,
my name isn't Billy. Sorry, no offense, Billy. Please gamble responsibly. Please gamble responsibly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Basically, the spread that we use is given to us by the wonderful people at ESPN. Their pick'em spread contest. To show our spreads. We use our knowledge as fans to make our predictions and do our best. These are in no way, shape, or form to be used as actual gambling strategies because honestly, strategy with us is not a forte. This is just us being fans, making predictions to try and be as entertaining as possible for you. I mean, hopefully, eventually we can quit our day jobs and be able to do this professionally, and then we'll be experts. But until such a time, we aren't quitting our day jobs. We're not telling you what to do gambling wise. So if you gamble, good luck. If not, hey,
sorry about your luck.
All right. But yes, the order on this one is going to be Ben in the leadoff spot, Cobra as the number 2. Tyler, you're going to be the power hitter at 3, and I am going to be the cleanup man at 4 as we go through all these games. So it's an early set. Indianapolis Colts, 2.5 favorites over the New England Patriots. Ben, what do you see in this game?
Well, they're definitely going to get a skewer and then make some bratwurst out of the Patriots because it's going to be Minshew mania again, baby.
I agree there. Minshew's been pretty good out of the States, even with Jacksonville.
Yep.
Yeah. The Colts they're a better team. I just can't see the Patriots doing anything. Belichick is on his way out. There's a lot of rumors going around whether or not he's going to be fired mid-season or if he's going to.
Rumor has it that Josh McDaniels might be taking over.
I can see that.
It's actually a true rumor, legitimately.
The heir apparent, yeah.
Well, I mean, seriously, he couldn't coach his way with the talent in fucking Vegas.
Or Denver!
Yeah, I was saying, or Denver. He told Jay Cutler to walk over and get down to not come back.
I mean, Jay Cutler didn't care about football at that point, and you all know that.
In Chicago, he didn't care about football because he was dealing with the McCaskey bullshit.
I mean,
yep.
I don't think Jay Cutler ever cared about football. He just hey, bro, whatever. But Cobra.
Look, I hate to say this, but sometimes history has a way of showing up on this, and I hate to do this. Fucking New England. I'm going with New England on this one. As much as I'd want to go with the Colts, and I know the Colts are a better team, but for some damn reason, I think that Belichick will have Indianapolis' number.
Okay. Yeah.
History has a way of showing up.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the Colts and the Jets, it's New England.
He's got a point there.
And the Steelers too. So let's not forget about that, Yinzers.
All right, but all right, Tyler.
My bold prediction is it's gonna go down to. I think it's gonna go down
Oh
to
yeah,
overtime.
you guys did not do a bold prediction. Is that is it
bold
because
predi-
it's
bold-
the early game and you guys are going to be asleep, or
Well,
Mac Jones
my
will
bold
actually perform
prediction-
decently.
Ben,
My bold prediction is Belichick's getting fired after the game.
okay?
I actually kind of like that one.
my
And he's
bold
not
prediction.
going to come home with
Yeah.
the team either.
Yeah.
He's going to go
Oh
home separate.
shit!
All right. Here's my bold prediction. This game is going to be a sloppy mess. 6 total turnovers between both teams.
Okay. All right.
Tyler, now it's your turn.
Tyler.
Now it's my turn. Let's see. I agree. I actually agree with Cobra, but I also want to say that Mac Jones will actually perform like a decent quarterback and throw and actually be decent.
Okay.
But to who? Like that's
Probably
that's the
Juju on
point.
that beat. I don't know.
So you say Mac Jones has
Will
a
actually
quality game.
perform.
For me, as much like as Cobra makes a valid point. Indianapolis is by far the better team. This is, dare I say, my easy money. The only thing I don't know about this game is who arrived when. But as Kansas City evidenced against Miami, Kansas City showed up on Friday and they showed up on Sunday too. Unlike a certain other team that arrived on Friday and was jet lagged against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't know, Buffalo. I just saying. But Indianapolis offensively is just
A better overall team.
terrible. And the Colts are nice right now. My bold prediction: for 150 yards and 2 scores. So going back stateside, we have Cincinnati Bengals, 5 in a row against the Houston Texans. Not gonna lie, this is to me the matchup of the week. No lie there. They are in Cincinnati, but Cincinnati is favored by 6.5 over the upstart Texans. Ben, what do you see in this game, man?
CJ Stroud falls off. Sorry.
Oh,
Tyler,
Bengals
wait
are
your
on a
turn.
roll.
it's like, no. It's like, are we like curse? Like, oh, CJ Stroud, unanimous holler at your boy last week. And
now he falls off a cliff.
he falls off a cliff.
So Tyler, wait your damn turn.
It's like, oh my God, Eli Manning. What?
Vintage Eli Manning. Anyway, Ben, back to you. Back to you. Full prediction for the Bengals Texans.
The Bengals are on a roll. I can't see them losing. And Burrow is going to slice up the defense. He's going to show why he is Joe Burrow. And he's going to smoke a cigar after this performance. Give him 450 yards, 4 touchdowns. This is all purpose.
All right.
Oh.
Not gonna lie, Ricky, this is my upset alert as the Houston Texans wipe the smile off of the Bengals' face because you got CJ Stroud, you got the Texans defense. I believe the Texans defense will shut the Burrow Jamar Chase attack down. And the bold prediction is the Bengals will be held to under 150 yards total offense with 3 turnovers.
Oh, damn. Cobra?
Tyler.
Upset alert, Texans win.
All right.
I am going with Cincinnati winning. CJ Stroud will struggle against that Bengals red hot defense. I don't think CJ Stroud gets more than 150 yards, and I think he'll throw for a touchdown or 2, but I don't think he's going to do very well against that defense.
Okay. I mean, under 150 yards, that is definitely a bold prediction.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
No, I'm talking about he said CJ Stroud under 150 yards.
Right.
And so, like a quarterback right now in the NFL throwing under 200 yards, that is definitely.
God, it was going to say Kenny Pickett.
All right. So kind of looking at this game, the Texans are without Nico Collins, their number one receiver. They do get Robert Woods back. We did see an emergence from Noah Brown. Tank Dell phenomenally. Again, CJ Stroud last week, 400 yards. 3 receivers were over 100 yards. It was again, Cincinnati Bengals are not the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they're also dealing with ailments to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. So they're not 100% there either. So that's why I say Cincinnati's going to win, but they're not going to cover that 6.5 point spread. It'll probably go down to a field goal, which the Houston Texans aren't going to be really able to make. I forget, who did they sign? Because I know they lost Kai Fairbairn last week and had to use a running back to make a field goal during that game. So do we know who they signed? We'll probably go back to that. But my bold prediction with this is it's going to be a shootout. There's going to be 1,000 total yards of offense between both of these teams. The defenses just decided, hey, fuck it, we're just not going to be here.
Oh, you mean like this next matchup?
Oh, which one are we talking about?
All right. So it is the New Orleans Saints.
School.
I mean, not gonna lie, that probably should have been Minnesota Vikings would have been last week had they not been playing Atlanta. Josh Dobbs was able to come in and ball out and pick up that victory. And actually, right now, the Vikings have a winning record.
Yep.
Actually, wasn't it like at one point that Vikings were the only winless team in the NFL?
At one point, yeah.
Well, that one of the only winless teams with the Bears. Yeah,
Cardinals, Bears, Panthers.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, pretty much. I'll have to look at the notes later on, but yeah, they're 5-4 now, same record as the New Orleans Saints.
I think they started off.
We just talked about that.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I think it was 0. I think they were 0-4, and then
they're 5 in a row as well.
Yeah, we just talked about this.
But yeah, so I know he's co-signing on it.
Yep.
But yeah. So the Saints actually have the edge of 2.5 over the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. They may be without Michael Thomas, as Michael Thomas got in trouble with the law.
Yep.
But hey, that's
I'm gonna step out for a minute, guys.
All right, so Cobra,
but I will be back for the Steelers Packers.
Yeah,
Steelers.
All right, yeah, he definitely is like, all right. So let's kind of hurry through so he doesn't do his ginger impersonation. So, all right, Ben, go ahead and take it away.
Oh man, let's go Dobbs. I think he's gonna lead the Vikings to another win. Give it
I
to
agree with that.
Vikings with this. Stunning. What's going to be the bold prediction of this game? Let's go with the Vikings are going to play so good that what's his name? I forgot his name now.
Aaron Rodgers?
No, Carr's going to be benched. Yeah, for Crab guy.
Oh, wow. He's just forgetting all names over here. All right. Give me your bold.
My bold prediction for the Vikings Saints game is the fact that let's see. The Addison will have a great game. I'd say he's gonna have 150 yards and 2 touchdowns receiving yards.
That's not really bold. I want some bolder, man.
How about 250 yards?
All right, there we go. That that bold prediction's got hair on its chest. All right, and actually, Cobra, you're back enough. You can actually make your bold prediction on the Saints Vikings.
Speaking of hair on chest, yo,
Take your shirt off during during the live show.
Scissor me, daddy.
scissor me, daddy ass. No, this is not all. This is the Saints winning. Even though the Vikings won last week against the Falcons, that was a sloppy bit of football they played. I don't think the Vikings will clean that up. That is why the Saints will go over 350 yards total offense on the Vikings.
Okay, so fun thing about it is, Josh Dobbs actually has a week the preparation with his team. Didn't get off the Mayflower truck on Tuesday. The Vikings are without Cam Akers, as Cam Akers tore his Achilles and is out for the season. In basically what is definitely going to be believed a typical Vikings trade, where it definitely doesn't work for Minnesota,
especially at the running back position. Herschel
Yeah.
Walker, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I mean, the last time they had a good running back in Minnesota was
Adrian Peterson.
all day
before he beat his kid.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay, Eddie.
It's the last time you started doing that. You did just start the live show but getting canceled. All right. For me, I'm gonna say Minnesota wins here. So Addison's gonna have a good day. Hawkins is gonna have a good day. Dobbs is gonna be able to connect with both of them. But my bold prediction is that we will see Alexander Madison over 100 yards rushing and 2 scores, which is something he has not done all season. All right, and now we will skip the next listed game.
The fuck you are! It's the Steelers!
All right. The
Anyway.
Steelers are hosting Green Bay. Steelers has a 3.5 point favorite, and fucking Cobra. So Ben, go ahead and take it away. What do we see here in this game?
Oh man. Let's make it picket fences all day long. Kenny Pickett is gonna put up a fence and he's gonna make it mincemeat out of the Packers defense.
Munch beat.
350 yards, 5 touchdowns. Let's go picket fences.
All right. So, Cobra.
If you want earplugs, you're more than welcome to have them. But it won't stop you from the Steelers!
All right.
Bold prediction for the Steelers. Kenny Pickett's actually going to find his hands that we can't find with a magnifying glass. And we're going to experience a scoregami in favor of the Steelers. To the Super Bowl, Steelers!
I just spit out my drink because of that.
Then I've done my job. Steelers got Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
Anyway, all right, let's go to my bold prediction.
Yes.
My bold prediction is, I hate to say this because I hate the Steelers. Sorry, future Steelers fans. Sorry, Steelers fans.
No, we're not sorry.
Anyway, I think Kenny Pickett's gonna have draw a 300+ yard game, 2 touchdowns, and George Pickens is actually gonna have a solid game. I'd say 50 to 100 yards receiving and a touchdown, and Najee Harris will actually have a solid game and actually not fucking suck.
Okay, and then you wake up
and realize it's the Steelers.
Yep.
So, yeah, not gonna lie, this game is absolute dog shit. Offensively,
It's Steelers.
the Green Bay Packers have no identity with Jordan Love at center. The Pittsburgh Steelers have struggled mightily in terms of their weapons. George Pickens cannot get open. Kenny Pickett cannot find him with a telescope.
Maybe it's because of Matt Canada. Maybe it's because of Kenny Pickett being Pitt quarterback.
You can talk about coaching all you want, but it's also players on the field. All right. Najee Harris cannot find a hole if it was, well,
Najee Harris
if
translates
he
to
had a
Trent
hole-making
Richardson,
machine.
Ricky.
But but the Steelers win on the hands of their defense, and my bold prediction is Chris Boswell will score a total of 20 points.
Ricky, I will say this. Kenny Pickett does remind me of one of the last great Pittsburgh University of Pittsburgh quarterback that came out of there. That is Nathan Peterman.
But yeah. So I see like 6 field goals out of the Steelers. Based on superb field position thanks to their defense. 6 field goals, maybe 2 extra points, but yeah, 20 points. All right. So,
all right.
We now go to 2 teams that definitely the expectations on them were high going into the preseason, but not really gone high. But they were high a couple of weeks ago, and now they've petered off as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 3-1. They're now 3-5. Host the Tennessee Titans, who kind of have found a little bit of offensive spark with Will Levis. Tennessee is now currently favored by 1.5 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ben, what say you?
I was high on Baker Mayfield, and I don't know if I'm still high on him. But you know what? Let's give it to Baker Mayfield. Maybe he'll cook some muffins this weekend. Let's give it to the Buccaneers. Let's right the ship. Let's get it right. Bold prediction. Man. It's going to be a kicker's game.
Okay. Kickers game? So how many field goals do you think is going to be kicked between those kickers then?
Nick Folk. No. Is he on the?
That's Nick Folk, yeah.
Nick Folk! Put your motherfucking head back down, you goddamn bum!
10 field goals.
Why are you using Adonis, baby?
10 field goals in total.
10 field goals total. Who? And you said Tampa Bay is winning?
Yes.
By Nick Folk!
All right. Cobra, what do you got?
I'm going to say it. It's Mayo time. Titans. By Will Levis going for over 300 yards. He's going to rebound off that crappy game he had against the Steelers. As the bullshit was proven real thanks to the Steelers.
Okay, Tyler.
I think Will Levis. I actually kind of agree. But I'm going to go lean more towards Derrick Henry becoming King Henry again.
So
you're
saying Titans.
I'd say 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a passing.
For King Henry. All right.
Over the Titans here. As much as, yes, I'm rooting for Will Levis to have a great game. And he probably will have a good game. The problem, in fact, is with the offensive line in Tennessee. Basically they had injuries that hurt them on Thursday night. And Tampa Bay still a solid-ish defense. Tampa Bay's just been a little bit unlucky in games this week or this year when they've lost. And, the thing be the Mike Evans game. Mike Evans, 3 scores.
Nice.
All right, now, another candidate for, nice. These next 2 games that end our 1 o'clock block are 2 games that might be phenomenal games. As first, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars going against the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers are coming up I think the Jaguars are coming off of the bye too, aren't
Yes,
they?
they are. Yes, they
All
are.
right, so both teams are fresh coming off the bye. I think that means Debo's back in the 49ers. So the 49ers are only favored by 2.5, though, based on recent performances of the 49ers, who have lost 3 straight.
And I have to warn Ben before we get to you. Please hide that boner you have for Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, shit!
man.
He's taking that little blue pill for Trevor Lawrence. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
Trevor, you got a pretty arm.
This is why we
So-
need Blue Chew as a sponsor.
So, Ben, go ahead, take it away. How many yards do you say Trevor Lawrence is going to have?
All-purpose yards. Trevor Lawrence is going to have 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
takes the Jaguars to the Super Bowl.
I have the Jags.
Jaguars.
Wait, who's the Jags? Who's the Jags playing?
What?
49ers.
Who are the Jags playing?
San
49ers.
Francisco.
I honestly think Brock Purdy will bounce back and beat the.
Let me have my turn, damn you. Fuck! Don't jump the gun.
Yeah, false
Boom.
start.
5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty.
Repeat it down.
Repeat second down. Cobra.
As much as I would want to say this is a rebound for San Francisco, Jacksonville's going to have him for lunch. Bold prediction. Brock Purdy is going to throw 4 interceptions, 2 of them pick 6. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it.
All right, so Tyler.
Now it's your turn, damn you.
All right, legal formation.
Anyway.
yeah.
So my prediction is Brock Purdy and Deebo Samuel will bounce back. Christian McCaffrey will have it be back. I think that offense will be back great without after losing a few games. I think they'll bounce back. I think Brock Purdy is going to throw for over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Deebo is going to have 100 yards, a receiving touchdown, and a rushing touchdown, while Christian McCaffrey is going to have 2 rushing touchdowns.
So that's pretty bold. But here's my bold. This game's going to be the
Bolder.
highest scoring game of the week.
I actually
All right.
kind of agree. With
Right.
that.
Let him cook.
Um,
Go ahead, Ricky.
Yep. One, I definitely see the 49ers covering the spread with or without Calvin Ridley betting on him. Christian McCaffrey will have 3 scores. Deebo Samuel will have 2. Brandon Ayuk will have 2. So that's I don't know, probably that's 49 points right there. As the 49ers have a fitty burger. The Jacksonville Jaguars will have 4 scores from Trevor Lawrence. He goes for 800 yards in the Super Bowl. Oh wait, no. No, he just goes. ETN will have 2 touchdowns through the air. Trevor Lawrence's 4 touchdown day. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley will be out of the end zone, and it will actually end on a pick 6.
Well, you can take that one to the craps table. Oh,
All right. Yeah, I was like, why a pick 6 when normally a lot of teams will just nail it down? Because fuck you, that's why.
all right. So
Yeah,
now
next.
the final 1:00 game.
Again, these games right now have been way better looking than the last few weeks.
Facts.
As this one, the red hot Baltimore Ravens hosting the Cleveland Browns.
It's older brother versus little brother. It is Browntown versus have to go before Browntown.
All right, so basically Cobra going to Ricky. There you go. As Baltimore hosts 5.5 point favorites.
Yep.
So Ben, take it away.
Well, Baltimore is going to do it again. They're going to bring the Mayflower truck into Cleveland along with them. And after beating Cleveland, hands down, giving them an ass whooping, they're going to take their candy asses and they're going to put them back in the Mayflower truck and bring them back to Baltimore. And they're going to have 2 teams in Baltimore now.
All
Quote
right.
the Raven no more.
Okay, whose audio is playing in the background? Is that you, Tyler?
Oh, it's actually not. I don't have anything in the background in all seriousness.
All right.
So what am I hearing?
I don't know. I ain't worried about it.
All right, so
Oh,
my
I hear
turn.
you.
My turn then. I'm not going to go with Baltimore. I'm actually going Cleveland.
Okay.
Why are you going Cleveland?
Well, because of defense.
Okay.
To be fair to Baltimore, yes, they have Lamar Jackson, but it's like, I don't trust
Which Lamar Jackson?
which Lamar Jackson is going to show up. That's right. The dominating performance he had last week, or is it going to be the Lamar Jackson of old that doesn't deserve that contract? We don't know. So I'm going with the Browns on this one. Bold prediction is that the Browns defense is going to be the one is going to be delivering 4 turnovers on the 3 of them touchdowns.
Wow, 3 6s?
3 6s, yeah.
Woo! All right, so
You
he's
wanted
saying-
bold,
he's
Rick.
saying- he's saying-
Ooh.
he's saying the
Bold.
Browns will be a
Ooh.
eligible candidate. Tyler,
Let's see. I have Baltimore winning. Only because PJ Walker sucks ass. Second off.
So does Deshaun Cosby. What's your point?
Anyway, they don't have a quarterback to throw their receivers. So they're
Grover
Baltimore
Cleveland's not
defense is
there
gonna eat
either.
them. That Baltimore defense is going to eat them alive. I think it's going to be personally a defensive game, and Baltimore is going to come out on top.
Yeah. Without Deshaun Weinstein, I don't know if it's good enough.
wow. Not gonna lie, those definitely we keep live. But no, so
Yeah, we
me,
can't do
I'm
those
going.
live.
I was gonna say you can fucking go right ahead.
Yeah.
On the Deshaun Watson shit.
Yeah,
Uh,
Deshaun
anyway,
Cosby. Yeah.
Honestly,
But yeah,
we're
I'm
gonna
going
say
with Baltimore winning, covering the spread.
Baltimore
and
winning.
it
I
will
think
be-
Lamar Jackson will have.
Tyler!
Sorry, I wasn't finished.
Let-
Sorry.
Let Ricky cook.
Well,
Guy.
we gotta cut that shit out though too.
Yes.
No bickering and everything. But I say the Ravens will win on the back and the legs of an unsung hero. Justice Hill will go for 150 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Why? Because they're gonna wrap up Gus Edwards. They're gonna wrap up the that other guy. Justice Hill is gonna get some justice.
I thought you were going to say, why? Because fuck you, that's why.
I mean,
All right.
we
That's a
should
good
skip
reason,
this
too.
next game because fuck you. That's why.
So
It is the Arizona Cardinals hosting the Atlanta Falcons.
Are we skipping the Giants Cowboys?
but that was a little bit cold. Cold? You should go to fanatics.com, our affiliate sponsor. It's getting colder. Get yourself a hoodie. Get yourself a beanie. Get yourself a scarf. Represent your favorite team, or in fact, hide your shame.
Which
That's
one are
right.
we skipping?
Yes. So again, fanatics.com. Link is in the Spotify description down below.
Yeah, get yourself an Arizona Cardinals or Atlanta Falcons trash can because that's what way these teams are both playing right now. Absolute trash. Atlanta, even though they have won four games, they're only favored by 1.5. They are, the only reason to watch this is Kyler Murray is back.
Ooh, that is true.
As well as James Conner is
different.
back off of the IR as well. So will that cause a victory in Arizona? Ben?
So here's how I'm looking at it. Taylor Heineke is still playing. So
Homer.
Kyler Murray came back.
Homer.
There's gonna be a lot of hype around it.
Homer.
Over.
I'm gonna give it to. No. You haven't heard what I said yet. So I'm gonna say Taylor Heineke is gonna throw 2 pick
Homer.
sixes. What? Taylor Heineke's gonna have a really bad game. He's gonna throw 2 pick sixes. The defense is gonna be hyped up for Kyler Murray to come back. Kyler Murray is gonna have a fucking amazing game. He's gonna throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns.
So Taylor Heineke's going to have a Taylor Heineke type game. Gotcha.
Yep.
And run for 50 yards.
All right.
So Heineke is going to be a Heineken. All right,
No.
Cobra.
Oh,
This game's an absolute shit fest. I'm going, but I will say it's going to be the Atlanta Falcons because it is going to be the only way the Atlanta Falcons are scoring is on the leg of the legend himself, Younghoe Koo. As Younghoe Koo has 5 field goals.
All right, Tyler.
It was amazing.
Koo is awesome, man.
I'm actually going to go with the
Shane
upset.
blew it this
I'm going with Cardinals winning because Kyler Murray's back and he's healthy. I think he'll be return. It'll take him maybe like a quarter and a half to get them back to form, but I think he'll be good. Even though I've hated on Kyler Murray, I think that's the spark they needed.
Do you think he's played enough Fortnite? I mean, he is a famous Fortnite player.
Yes, yes.
I mean, I do have a question though, guys. Call of Duty comes out this week, right?
Why would you
today.
play
Came
that
out.
trash?
Not yesterday.
It came out yesterday.
Why would you play that trash?
No, the reason why I bring this
I
up
play it.
is because how much game preparation does Kyler Murray actually have? He might be doing the multiplayer on Call of Duty. But no, this is also Atlanta. Atlanta been playing like absolute dog shit. That's why I'm taking the Cardinals. My bold prediction is Hollywood Brown has 3 touchdowns and 150 yards receiving in basically a nice, hey, now I'm the lead guy in Arizona.
Let's just hope he doesn't cosplay as his cousin.
Oh my!
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we don't need another Antonio Brown.
Wow. All right. Next is probably the best of the 4:00 matchups as the Detroit Lions go into Los Angeles to take on the Chargers
Of San Diego.
You can take the Chargers out of San Diego, but you can't take the San Diego to the Chargers.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the Detroit Lions are facing.
only favored by 1.5 over the Chargers.
This is my easy money game. I'm just giving you a little bit of a taste.
Oh, it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Yes.
All right, Ben. What say you?
Give me those Lions all day, every day. The
Did
Chargers
I just hear
are
you
not
say
winning.
give me those lines? Kind of
Line.
cool that. So you'll be riding along with Tyler to get that drug test done.
Smoke weed every day.
Oh no, I said lines, not.
Ooh.
But yes,
give me the
sorry
lines.
to interrupt.
Those lines are good. The fuck you talking about?
Ben, what's your bold prediction?
Goff goes off. He's gonna have a tremendous day. He's gonna throw for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and say "fuck you, San Diego."
Fuck you, Spanos. So now it's my turn. Now it's Cobra's turn.
Go Chargers, go!
And now, no Chargers, go. Because I am going to Detroit Lions, and guess what? That bye week is perfect for the return of the sun god. I'm on Ross St. Brown.
Yes, you got more than just bowing down to the sun god.
Yeah, a little bit more. Because Justin Herbert is going to throw for 5 interceptions and get benched.
Okay.
And everyone will start chanting, "Fuck you, Spanos, fuck you, Spanos, fuck you, Spanos in the ass."
Okay. So basically,
That was extreme.
And you're
so we
stealing.
need,
Please
to
move
get
back
the
to San Diego.
we need to get the bus because all y'all
Am I gonna have to? I was saying, Ricky, am I gonna have to get the bus?
get the bus. Fucking take y'all asses to the drug test facility. Tyler, go ahead. What fucking drug test shit you got?
I
Ben doing
don't know.
lines. Cobra with like, fuck you, Spanos. Choir.
I
scenes.
honestly, I think it's gonna be the highest scoring game of the week. Honestly,
Okay.
I think it's
Wow.
gonna be 47-45, and I think the Chargers will dethrone the Detroit Lions. Justin Herbert will
Okay.
throw for 400 yards, 5 touchdowns, They both will throw over 400-yard touchdowns. Jahmyr Gibbs will have a hell of a game and have 150 yards and a couple rush touchdowns. And I think Austin Eckler will have a great game.
Okay. So my bold prediction is this game ends in a tie.
Okay.
I kind of dig that. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, Amon Ra, bold prediction out of him is he's going to have 150 yards, 3 scores. Chargers are going to keep up. Austin Eckler is going to have 3 scores. It's just going to be one of those days where, man, but neither team will get it done, and we'll see our first tie of the year. So basically, I'll skip these. Fucking crap.
I gotta take.
Yeah, no, we're not taking a crap because yes, the next game is the highest spread that I've seen all year. This is a college football type spread.
Yeah, I know.
The Dallas Cowboys host the New York Giants.
New Jersey Giants, get it right.
I think even Jersey's has stoned them at this point. But
Anyway,
16.5 point spread.
That's low. That's on the low end.
Well, I'll just say, the thing is, do you take the spread? That's because we all know Dallas is winning, but it's like, all right, will it be by the spread? Ben.
I don't think it's going to be that much.
Have you seen week 1?
But
What kind of
I
fucking
definitely
drugs are
see
you?
Dallas.
Have you seen Have you seen week 1?
It's a
Anyway,
division game. I don't see the Cowboys beating them by 17, maybe 13. The Cowboys are definitely winning. I'm going to give the edge to the Cowboys on this. Giants are absolute dog shit. Dak Prescott's going to go off for 400 yards, all purpose, with 5 touchdowns.
I've got one for you. This one's going to be funny. I know this is not going to happen, but this is a bold prediction channel nonetheless. This game ends in a tie as we all laugh as we all laugh. Because one word, the Cowboys Twitter will just simply say the word pain. This game ends in a tie. This game ends in a tie.
All
Bold
right.
prediction.
That's the bold prediction. All right, Tyler, what say you on this?
I'm already going to take the drug test, so I'm going to make a bold prediction.
Upset special.
The score is going to be as high as week 1, guaranteed, because the Giants are fucking ass.
I thought you were going to inhale a 50-gallon drum of copium there, Tyler.
Okay, so the Dallas Cowboys are going to score 56 points. The Giants are going to lose score 3.
Okay.
So much for the copium. There must be laughing gas.
Here we go.
It's going to be a repeat of week 1.
Hold on.
Get the nipple clamps.
All right, so there's no Daniel Jones.
Nope.
It's Tommy DeVito. He's a fucking rookie.
It's Tommy. Yeah, seriously. I don't care
It's
about it. You can put Danny DeVito in the pocket. But basically, with the way the Giants are playing right now, my bold prediction is that Dallas will beat the single game scoring record. They will score at least 74 points against the New York Giants.
Asterisk. The starters will be benched at halftime for the second and third.
So basically, it's going to be a legit college game.
Yes, they're going to. Dallas is going to play this game
so
like a preseason.
Cooper Rush is going to have 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
No, not Cooper Rush.
Oh, Cooper Rush is not there.
He's not?
It's going to be the
Who
other
is
guy
their
from
backup?
San Francisco.
Oh, Trey Lance.
All right. So let's go ahead. Even bolder prediction. Every one of them motherfuckers is going to score 3 touchdowns. Dak Prescott's going to have 3. Bucky Cooper Rush is going to have 3. Trey Lance is going to have 3 touchdowns. It's going to be a quarterback touchdown party. It's going to be a sack party in Dallas. You know, they're going to drag it all over Danny DeVito's face. Tommy DeVito, whatever, I don't care.
Tommy DeVito's going to hurt, and we're going to have to start.
This game will definitely be sponsored by Jersey Mike's.
It's sponsored by.
I'm not looking forward to watching.
Speaking of pain,
honestly, it's only on NFL Sunday.
Speaking of pain,
it's pain.
Yeah, Seattle's winning that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Seattle 6.5 favorites over the Commanders. What do you see, Ben? Other than
being a homer.
Actually, can you even see because of all the tears that you've been crying because of the Commanders?
I told you.
Whoa! How is good? He's the second leader in throwing yards. What are you talking about?
When you are losing, you have to throw. So
yeah,
okay.
But even so,
right.
I mean, I don't see Washington winning this. I mean, in my fantasy world, I would love to see that, yes, but I don't see it happening. I do see the Seahawks winning. I look for Geno Smith to go for 200. This is just going to go for average 250 yards throwing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception to Forbes. He's going to have 50 yards on the ground with 1 rushing touchdown.
Woo! Cobra.
I see the Seahawks winning and Geno Smith throwing for over 300 yards because the Washington secondary is trash. Facts. Yep. Facts. They are a bunch of scrubs and Make-A-Wish kids. That's what they are.
This is the last week he's using that goddamn joke.
This one.
Tyler, that was my bold prediction.
This one's going to make me get a second drug test on the same day. I have the Commies winning, honestly. Because remember, Seattle got the living shit kicked out of them last week by Baltimore.
Yeah.
But Baltimore
they got
has something the Commanders don't have.
Yeah, Baltimore actually has something Commanders don't have. That is defense.
I was saying, neither one of the teams have defense, so it's going to be a high-scoring game.
You know, well, the Ravens also had something the Commanders didn't. That's actually a good stadium.
And a good coach. Stadium's ass. I've been there.
All right, so
FedEx Field is trash. Seriously.
Anyway, as I was going to say, I think the Commanders are going to win 27-24.
Okay.
And Sam Howell's going to have 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. Terry McLaurin's going to have at least 100 receiving yards.
So, my bold prediction is that Seattle is going to have more sacks on Sam Howell than the Commanders have points. Damn. Sam Howell is going to be sacked so much that Sam Howell at the end was like, "Daddy beat me."
That's Daddy.
Yes, Daddy.
Sack Daddy.
Yep. And then Seattle will leave.
Seriously, Seattle
leave to go get cigarettes.
Seattle is going to be more in that backfield. Like they were dating Mia Khalifa. Just saying.
Let's pour one out for the Hobies.
Yeah, and I mean, seriously, I do mention Mia Khalifa because of the Commanders.
Yeah, she's a Washington fan.
Yep, she is.
I told you I was going to have to get a second drug test on the same day.
All right. Now, speaking of drug tests, we're going to Vegas next as the Vegas Raiders host the New York Jets. So, Antonio Pierce, basically, right now, interim head coach. He won last week. Now, does he do it again? And basically show that, hey, anybody not named Josh McDaniels can coach this team to victory.
Josh McDaniels is a fucking retard. Sorry.
Damn it!
Sorry. I'm
No.
sorry, I had to.
We
I'm
don't
sorry.
use the R word.
Yeah,
All right.
seriously.
We don't use the R word. He's
Anyway.
an ignoramus, a moron.
He's a
Actually,
snake
to
in
be
the
fair,
grass.
He's
that
a
is
special.
that
He's
is
special.
that is very. I apologize to ignoramuses,
I am
idiots,
very
and
sorry.
morons for the conduct of Josh McDaniels. Like seriously, he
apologize.
makes y'all
We
look
do
bad.
apologize, and as much as we hate that word, it is true, and I'm sorry that I offended people. I will go to sensitivity.
Yes,
training next week.
those that people have said the R word about are clearly offended. Be
I'm going to
to be
special
associated
With
with
Josh
McDaniels.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyway.
Okay.
it's like we do
Anyway.
not blame this son of a bitch. All right, but
All right.
anyway,
Ben.
so the Jets are favored by 1.5 over the Raiders. Ben, what say you?
I say the train is going to keep on going, and Vegas is going to win. There's a hype train up in Vegas now. They're happy the coach is gone, and they're riding the train. Let's go. Let's keep on riding that train. Choo choo. I say the quarterback for the Raiders, he's going to go for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. Let's go.
All right. Now it's Cobra's turn.
Yep.
And let me say this openly. I have the Raiders winning because have you learned your lessons yet, NFL teams? Stop trying to be the fucking New England Patriots. Because what's going to happen in this game is that the Vegas Raiders are actually going to use Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow. They're going, Devontae Adams. They're going to use the weapons that Josh McDaniels held back because he is a piece of crap. So the Raiders will win and actually win this by over 3 scores.
I
Drug
agree.
test now, Cobra. All right, Tyler.
I guess I'll take a third drug test. I'm with Coker on this one. Raiders are winning by 3 scores, but Aiden O'Connell's not going to have a great game. Josh McDaniels is going to have 200 yards rushing. and
Josh
Josh
Jacobs.
Jacobs.
Josh
There's
Jacobs,
a
sorry.
culture difference.
I mean, Josh McDaniels probably did run for 250 yards when he got fired on Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, he also ran all the way to the bank. What are you talking about? 'Cause-
Okay, Josh Jacobs is going to have over 200 yards rushing, and he's going to have 2 touchdowns. Devontae Adams is going to have 2 receiving touchdowns and 150 yards. Aiden O'Connell's going to have 50 rushing yards, and Max Crosby is going to have 3.5 sacks.
So, okay, yeah, drug test. But no, I am taking the Jets here. All right.
Milf man,
Why?
Zach Wilson.
Milf Hunter.
Reason why? Aiden O'Connell. All right. I totally understand, but Aiden O'Connell is rookie. He's not, and the Jets defense is that good. I will say that this is going to be as close as Vegas puts. It'll be my bold prediction. It'll be won on a last-second field goal from over 50 yards. And then finally,
Monday night.
the Buffalo Bills host the Denver Broncos. A couple weeks ago, this looked like a very easy matchup for the Bills. This
Now?
week, not so much. Vegas is still giving Buffalo 7.5 points, but Buffalo has not covered a spread almost all year.
Well, actually, they have. They've, the spread against
The
Washington.
Commanders game, yeah.
Yep.
But
the Commanders game and the Miami game. But even so, Ben.
Ben, what do you think? What do you say?
I see the Bills winning this. I can't see them losing against Denver. They're gonna have a comeback game. Josh Allen's gonna put up and shut up. I think he's probably gonna realize that he's been fucking up, and he's gonna have a comeback game. Give him
It's that damn
350
EA
yards,
Sports money.
350 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, Cobra, go ahead.
I see the Bills winning, but I don't see him covering the spread. Josh Allen needs to get his head removed from his fucking ass. Ever since last year, ever since he's got that that Madden cover, the commercials, his head has been shoved up his ass, and his ego has been inflated. It needs to be removed. It needs to be removed yesterday. It needs to be removed now. But again, bold prediction is this is actually going to be the James Cook show on offense.
Okay.
Yep, that's
Let him cook. I got you.
Yep, gotcha.
Tyler, what say you?
I honestly think, as much as I hate to say, I think the Buffalo Bills might pull it off because it's the Broncos. They're still the same fucking Broncos, even though they lost 7-70 to the fucking Dolphins.
Dude, that game kind of woke them the fuck up.
Yeah.
Honestly.
They're still ass. They're still ass.
Yeah. But this is a put up or shut up game for Buffalo. If they don't win, they might as well kiss their playoff chances goodbye.
I agree there.
They have to win this game. If they don't, Bills Mafia, pack everything up. Don't even tailgate. Just get the fuck out. Because this is atrocious.
Bold prediction?
My bold prediction is Josh Allen's actually going to finally pull us out of his ass.
Okay. So I'm going to, in mine, basically there is a wonderful thing, definitely to kind of aforemention that basically what is going on with Buffalo. And it is the Madden curse.
Yeah.
All right. But the Madden curse this year didn't affect Josh Allen. It affected those around him.
Yes.
All right. Because if you notice, like Josh Allen, he hasn't gotten hurt.
No.
But his defense has gotten hurt.
Yeah.
Now, all of his big players on defense have gotten hurt.
Hayden Poyer out this week.
So basically, that's why my bold prediction is that the Denver Broncos are going to win.
Yeah.
And I see us going that Russell Wilson is not going to be a cuck, but a cook. As he goes for 300 yards, 4 scores, 2 to Cortland Sutton, 2 to Jerry Jeudy, maybe even 1 on the ground. And people will be like, this is the Russell Wilson we needed to see. And the Buffalo Bills are just the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been our wonderful podcast. Wonderful podcast episode. Remember, to tune in Tuesday on Twitch as we will be hosting live with myself, Cobra, Ben, and Tyler. We will be hosting. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the next step of the Social Sports Pad podcast, I am Ricky. With me, as always, is Ben, Cobra, and Tyler. And we are wishing you a good night, good week, and always
a good season.
Good season.
Bye.